New Hall of Famer at Owatonna High School, an administrator going in as a community member. I think it says on the plaque. We still see you at high school sporting events and fine arts events. Jim Herzog, congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
What does this mean to you to find out that they want to put you in the Hall of Fame?
Well, I can tell you, Roy, that it was never on my radar, ever. I never really thought about being inducted into the Hall of Fame here until a guy by the name of Willie Giga, told me about the letter that he had sent in, and then it all rolled out from there. But I never really, I never thought about me being deserving of this.
What have you enjoyed about being involved as you have been, from an athletic director standpoint, an administrator, working on hiring coaches and sports? A number of sports started while you were involved, as in brand new sports at the high school. So what do you enjoy about that?
Well, I think if you want to go through life and not be bored, then you could have jobs like that, like the one, the ones that I have had. And I think that perhaps most gratifying is, being around, young people who have, endless amount of energy, and they're very resilient too. They older people seem to hold grudges and, stay crotchety about things. Young people come back each day refreshed, and I think that's probably the most rewarding. You talk about state championships and so forth, but that was done by kids and coaches, and hopefully I was there to not get out of the way.
Is there something that
not be in the way?
Not be in the way, right? Is there something that comes to mind that was, again, when it comes to adding sports or changes that may have happened to athletics and fine arts? Is there a thing or two that come to mind that were really momentum changers, or really challenging but well worth maybe some hurdles or problems that had to be overcome?
Well, I think the advent of sports for girls was probably the biggest change that I saw over my career. You got to remember, I started in 1967 as a teacher and coach, and just finished in 2017 at St. Thomas University. So I would say that is the biggest change, and probably what great value in having girls have the same opportunities that boys have. And so that is without question and far and above the biggest change, and perhaps the most rewarding, and in some cases the most challenging, facility-wise and budget-wise and so forth. But that is number one.
What do you enjoy now about going to sporting events? Because we still see you at a lot of them.
Well, I went to a tennis match yesterday, and I did go to the boys' soccer game. So
only two?
Yeah, but I set my calendar around that, and we have a place up north, but I make sure that I'm here for a great number of the high school events, and then of course I got 10 grandkids, and so I have to make those, and they're in Northfield and Owatonna and Minneapolis. So I think that going to high school sports ranks so far above professional athletics you wouldn't believe it.
And I'm sure the fine arts, because we know you do that as well, and I imagine the grandkids are involved in some of those things, so we don't want to single those out or not mention them.
That's absolutely correct. I go to all of the choir, orchestra, and band concerts, and I go to the plays, and I put that on the same priority list that I do the athletics.
Jim Herzog, congratulations.
Well, thank you very much, Roy.